I want you to see what are the leaves on the trees outside as you see them moving through magnified light, through closed blinds, after 10 hours of a remaining light source, which is under no circumstances the sun. And pay attention to how it changes in real time. The whole time it keeps that light activity. The moment that I start speaking to it, it disappears. All right, that's speaking to, you're talking about real life demonic conduct. In the same way that you see the light source move over me as I am in motion, in the same way that you are witnessing it remain stationary over a property all day long, in the same way that you're looking at impossible light activity appear on my ceiling, my shadow appear above me on ceilings, the appearance of these closed blinds on the ceiling. This is exposing the demonic. The demon possessed or engaged in it. I want you to look at that. This is light activity while I'm moving in my apartment. This is why you aim engineer light. Okay? This is why. That's entirely impossible light activity, especially while the sun is present over the Fontana Lewis Library at the same time. But it's impossible even while you isolate the venue and just look at it closed. First of all. Second of all, it's 10 hours. The sun was rising. There's no position where it would ever be present. And second of all, you're talking about what is magnification. The holes in the blinds are not even that big, that this is not sunlight. And you already know that. The entity's doing the same thing in the morning through my whole apartment. And as I document this day in and day out, this is why the people of the state, and you're disbanding these corrupt law enforcement agencies and the people of the state actors, the courthouses, okay? I'm documenting facilitating venues. I'm documenting the people of the state. That's why there will be no holding back at federal prosecution. This is an ongoing waging of a threat to the life. But for documentation, it would be unknown. The targeted individual is subject to being kidnapped, losing their liberty, and losing their reputation, being defamed by that malicious entity who is exceedingly hostile, which you see day in and day out flying over me 15, 20 times in a day. Okay? And also while I'm documenting it, which by virtue of the nature of the crime and monitoring, they're sitting up watching what's going on my phone as I'm documenting it while they continue to do it. It does not get any more psychotic than that. This is impossible light. But that wouldn't even occur. If that was the sun? But you know that it's not here over 10 hours later. In addition to what is again over the Fontana Lewis Library, there's no sunlight that's going to occur. And this is showing what is distinct. This light isn't even dependent upon the presence of that light source outside. That's not the sun, and this is not sunlight. And you see concentrated light. I've documented the maintenance of engineered light. In other words, in the total absence of this light source. That's what's occurring inside of my apartment, by the way, at nighttime. Engineered light, the pattern of the blinds it's even twisted and demented in its appearance. It's like crooked and going upward onto the ceiling. All right, this is the pattern of conduct in the living room. Engineered light, the pattern of the blinds appears on the ceiling, just like you saw today, and like I've documented plenty of times, it's occurring at nighttime as well. And it's supposed to be the color of the street lamps outside, and light does not do that. Okay, light creates a shadow on the ground. It's demonic to engage in these methods of light. It's in that demonic character that's going to be prosecuted as what is malicious, and that's serving for what is prosecution, wanting to freak out and terrorize and torment and horrify the targeted individual that you are obsessively stalking. All right, it is currently 5:58 p.m. and this is POC.